Well, hey there, folks. Tip here, Super Gardener. Welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. Well, today we are planting in our raised bed garden, wood chip garden, we are planting zucchini. Now, zucchini to me and squashes, easy to plant, they grow quickly, the hardest plant to take care of in your garden. There is a list as long as your arm of all the diseases and bugs that can get after your zucchini and your squashes. But I love to watch them grow. These zucchini and squashes, they get these big, beautiful green leaves, and they are just beautiful plants. Beautiful, beautiful yellow flowers come on, the males and the female flowers, and just watching them grow and watching how they are pollinated and everything is just a great thing to watch. But they are a difficult plant to maintain with all the bugs and the diseases that get after these things. And I really struggle down here in the South with that. But I still love to plant them, and people love to eat them. So today I'm just going to go over how we plant them, spacing, and all that good stuff, and just some of the difficulties that I have with them. And in future videos, we'll kind of go over the things that I do to try to keep the bugs and the diseases away. So why don't you come along? So I have got 3 zucchini plants that I bought down at the local nursery the other day. And really, when you are planting zucchini and squashes, you want to make sure you plant a lot of them because they need to pollinate. So the more you have, the better chances you have of your plants being pollinated and growing into nice zucchinis and squashes. So that's the main thing you want to do. Make sure you plant a lot of them. And like I said, you're going to struggle with diseases and everything. So if a plant goes, you just pull it, get it out of there. So those all those diseases doesn't get on your other plants. And that's why you want to plant more than 3. I go 3 or 4, and I'm going to probably do about 4 squashes. So 4 zucchini, 4 squashes, and we should be okay. And I tell you what, they come in like crazy, especially these the summer squash that I plant. I get a ton of them, and they're just great to give away. So when you're coming into plant, you want to make sure, when you're in a wood chip garden, we've talked about this before, you don't plant in the wood chips. You want to go below the wood chips down into that great soil that you're protecting with the wood chips. So clear this away. And I tell you what, we got some great soil down here that this zucchini plant is just going to love. Just going to love it. And look at that great soil. This is going to be great. Boy, this soil, I tell you what, it's nice and moist. It's at the great temperature that you need. And these wood chips really do a great job of protecting them. So I'm going to put a little water in the bottom here. Now, I don't add anything to it. If you want to add, some sort of fertilizer or something to jumpstart them, you can. But we just like to plant right into this soil, which is 100% compost. Now, you can also plant these up in mounds. A lot of people do that. I don't do that here, but you can. And I'm going to come back in later and I'm going to put some nice compost right on top of this and really bury this in. But these wood chips are going to do a great job of protecting the soil that's around here and holding in that moisture when it rains. You won't have to water as much. And on spacing on these, I'm going to go about 2 feet apart. And look at this beautiful worm. Look at that. Isn't that great? We'll put him right back in there. It's all full of worms here. This soil is wonderful, just great. Um, so like I said, I'm going to plant them like 2 feet apart. The main thing you want to do with these, and we'll go over this, I've done some videos on these before, and I'll do some more, is coming in and pruning these plants. Most important thing you want to do. All those leaves that are on the bottom, get them off there. You don't want to get any water from the bottom up there. That's where you're going to get that mildew on your leaves, and you don't want those there. That's going to get bugs to come up. You want to keep those bugs in the ground where they belong. You don't want those insects getting up here and chewing away on your plants. So, like I said, I want to plant these 2 feet apart, get a whole row here. This is my first year planting zucchini on this side. I usually do my tomatoes here, but I'm going to do my zucchini here and have the tomatoes on the other side this year just to do something a little bit. So that's easy enough. We got 3 of them in. I'm going to probably plant 1 more zucchini and then 4 squashes going right up this row here. And I put some nice compost around the top there, and I put some water on them. hopefully it looked like we were going to get some rain earlier. I don't know if the rain's going to come in, but this week here where we are in North Carolina, it's going to be in the high 80s. So I'm going to make sure I get some nice water on these so they take and really start growing. And like I said, when you're planting these, plant at least 3 or 4 of each kind so you have a good opportunity. You're giving the plant a good opportunity to pollinate. That's the most important thing. A lot of times you'll come out and you'll be looking at your zucchini and you'll just have a little small piece and it's green and the flower on the end is falling off. That's because it was not pollinated. So you want to make sure you're giving them ample opportunity to pollinate. One of the great ways to do that is pruning. So when these get big, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to prune off everything on the bottom, some stuff in the middle, just so those pollinators can get in there to get to those flowers and pollinate them, and also that the sun can get on them and they're just not all overgrown, not growing into each other. So it's an important thing to do. Zucchinis and squashes are a lot of work, but if you work at them, you can keep them all season long. And like I said, I struggle with that because sometimes I just plant too much stuff in here and I can't get around to it. This year, I'm trying to condense it just a little bit so just one person, well, me and my beautiful wife, Sweet Pea, were able to get out here and take care of it because sometimes you just grow too much and you can't keep up with all of it. So now, what I struggle with mainly are the squash bugs, the aphids, the vine borers. Very difficult, very, very difficult to keep up with all that. But if you're out here pruning and you're out here pulling off those bad leaves, the ones that have some mildew on them from too much watering or not enough watering, you've really got to stay on top of them. So we'll just see how we do on these. I got them in a new spot here, and I'm going to try and stay on top of them, do my due diligence to be out here and taking care of them. So so with that, I guess we will close this up. If you are not a subscriber, please stop what you're doing. Go down, hit that subscribe button, and follow along. If you have any tips that you can help me and the people that watch these videos on planting zucchini and squash, put them down below. Would love to hear about it. I need help. We all need help, don't we? So with that, I guess I will sign off. This is Tip from The Stupid Gardener. Everyone have a great day, and God bless everybody. If you hung around this long, don't forget to subscribe and like.